Hi guys, welcome back to Money Monday. So 2016 is almost over. I can't believe that the year has flown by and so many amazing things have happened. Anyway, at the beginning of this year, I made a video for you guys on how to make and set financial goals for yourselves. Now, the ideas that I shared with you weren't necessarily for financial goals. They were ideas that you could apply to a whole range of other areas in your life, if applying to say health goals or fitness goals or employment goals, career goals, whatever it may be. And in that video, you gave me some feedback, and I always appreciate both the good and bad feedback because it allows me to grow and become a better YouTuber. But your feedback was that you wanted me to share with you some of my personal goals. So now that the year is almost over, I thought this would be a great opportunity to share with you how I went with achieving my goals that I set for myself personally, both financially and my internal growth goals, and also how I've rewarded myself for my progress. Now, before I share all this stuff with you, I want to remind you as to my 5 tips for setting goals. Now, of course, I'm going to link in the description box below what those 5 tips are, but I just wanted to quickly refresh your memory so that when it comes to setting your new goals for 2017, you become really effective at setting some really exciting goals for yourselves that really help give you meaning and passion and value to your life. It's always great to be working towards something, especially when you're really connected to that goal. So tip number 1 is make sure you write down that goal. It cannot be just a goal that's floating around in your head. It has to be written in black and white, pen to paper. You also need to make sure you look at that goal every day and remind yourself as to what you're working towards, and also why you are working towards that goal. Tip number 2 is keep the goals short and simple. This is where I tend to go wrong. I overload myself with so many different goals. Try and have 3 or 4 simple goals and just keep on working towards that. You'll feel so much better for yourself, and you're also more likely to achieve those goals. Then tip number 3 is give those goals a deadline. Don't just say I want to have achieved this goal in 3 months time. Set a time and date that you want to achieve that. It will make you accountable. It will put the pressure on to help you try and achieve that success, and you know that you've got limited time, so you've got to put the right type of action in place immediately to get to where you want to be by that point. Tip number 4 is review the progress and adjust if necessary. Life happens, and sometimes we get thrown something that we didn't expect, and we either need to put that goal on hold or maybe adjust it. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. As long as you accept and understand the situation you're dealing with and you're trying your absolute best, that's okay. You can always set new goals for yourself at any point. And the final tip is make sure goals are realistic. It is so easy to get overwhelmed and caught up in the motivation and inspiration that we set these excessive, unrealistic goals for ourselves. Now, whilst I always believe it's great to aim for the stars and land on a moon, you want to make sure that you actually stay motivated and connected and focused with those goals. So whilst you want to stretch yourself and really grow in achieving that goal and better yourself, it is good to make sure that you know it's within your reach so that you stay motivated and you continuously work towards achieving that goal every day. So how did I go for 2016? One of my biggest goals that I set for myself was that I wanted to pay off a large chunk of my mortgage, and that chunk was 5% of my mortgage. Now, looking back, I did know that this was a big goal to set for myself, and I'm going to be really honest with you, I only achieved 10% of that goal. Now, what happened? I had 2.5 unexpected curveballs thrown my way, and they happened out of the blue, and I just had to cop them on the chin, suck it up, and power through. And ironically, the curveballs, and 2.5 curveballs, because 2 were huge and 1 was, I guess, a medium-sized curveball, they actually equaled, if not exceeded, the percentage that I wanted to pay off my home loan. So even though I didn't actually achieve that goal to the extent that I really wanted to, I'm still standing here financially on my own 2 feet. I managed to get through those 2.5 situations that were thrown at me, and I'm still standing on my own 2 feet, and I'm actually really proud of myself for dealing with those challenges and handling them to the best of my ability and keeping my head above water. My second goal was to continue on growing the Sugar Mama brand. Now, I absolutely love what I do. I'm really passionate about sharing my financial knowledge and experience and inspiring and motivating you. And my channel has continued to grow, and I've worked with some amazing people. I've worked with some amazing companies and brands, and I'm so incredibly grateful for those opportunities. And I'm really proud of what I've achieved, and I cannot wait to continue on growing this channel and continue on sharing as much information with you as possible and adding as much value into your life as possible. So I can proudly say I achieved 100% of my goals in growing the Sugar Mama brand. My third goal was actually a really personal goal, and that involved having a really balanced life. I really wanted to make sure that I maintained my health and fitness. I really wanted to maintain my social life and meeting new people and opening myself up to new relationships and connections. And also I really wanted to make sure I continued to remain committed to my own personal growth, understanding who I am, what I stand for, what my values are, and understand also the mistakes that I've made in the past so that I don't repeat history. Again, I can proudly say I think I've done that really well. I've been continuing on exercising and taking care of myself, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I've maintained, I think, a really healthy life and a relationship with my friends and my family and the people who are so important around me. And I'm still continuing on with my personal growth, which is something I want to do till my last days on this earth. My fourth goal, which comes back to a financial goal, and that was around my practice SaaS Financial. I wanted to make sure that I can continue on looking after my clients, maintaining the high levels of service and contact with my clients, and obviously continue on growing the business within the limitations of my time and my commitments in looking after Rocco and being a single mother. And I can say that I achieved 75% of the goals that I set for myself within SaaS Financial. My fifth and final goal was actually around my passion for learning Italian. I've been learning Italian for about 3 years now, and my language skills are continuing to improve. They're probably not improving at the level that I would really like to. I've probably plateaued a bit, but again, I've been working really hard on my other goals, and I've had to accept and adjust that I can't do it all. I'm only human, and there's only a certain amount of hours in the day, and I also need to sleep. So I'm actually surprised at myself of how much Italian I've managed to retain. Yesterday I was talking in Italian to someone, and initially I was quite self-conscious about speaking Italian because I didn't know how I'd go in understanding the person and how confident I would be in replying back. And I'll share with you in another video how I'm learning other languages, but I'm actually really proud that even though I haven't gone backwards in my Italian, that I've actually plateaued, and I still really understand the language, and I'm still really passionate, and I'm still really connected and committed to improving my Italian. And again, I'm going to continue on shifting those goals into 2017. Now, as you guys know, I have a sweet spot for handbags, and I like to reward myself with one luxury handbag purchase per year if I've achieved these goals. Now, in looking at these goals and being really honest with myself as to whether I've achieved those goals successfully, whether I was maybe too hard in setting them in the first place, or whether I've dealt with all those challenges to the best of my ability, I've actually decided I've done a pretty good job. I know that I can put my hand on my heart and say I worked really hard and did the best I could. So I agreed to reward myself with one luxury handbag purchase, and I know a lot of you guys love handbags as well, so I thought I would share with you what I bought and where I bought it and why I bought it. So after doing lots of research and looking at all sorts of different handbags and working out which ones I absolutely loved, which ones would work with my lifestyle, and which ones would work with my existing wardrobe, I popped into one of my favorite shops in the city, in Sydney, and that is Voy. Now, I regularly pop into Voy because they always have an amazing collection of handbags, shoes, and accessories and clothes. And I regularly pop in there all the time because the stock turns over really quickly. So when you see something, you do need to make a decision about buying it or not, because when you come back a few days later, normally it's gone. Now, I actually had my eye on 2 different handbags, and when I went in to go and buy either one of those handbags, unfortunately both were sold. And I sort of kicked myself, but it would end up being okay because I ended up buying this handbag, which was probably a blessing in disguise because I think I love it even more. It is so beautiful, and I think I picked this up at 20% off, and it works so well for me because I don't have a handbag in this color, so it was good to kind of diversify my handbag collection. It's got the gold hardware, which is great because I wear gold jewelry, so it really works with my coloring and the tones I like to wear. And being a beautiful neutral color, it goes with so many items in my wardrobe and all my staple pieces. So I am absolutely in love with this. It's so well made. The quality is incredible, and I've actually had so many people come up to me on the street and ask me where I got this. So I bought it from Voy in the city. I'll put the address in the video description box below. But the people in there were so lovely and so helpful, and I had a bit of a laugh with them, and I told them, they saw that I was coming back again to see the handbag collection, and we had a bit of a laugh because they said, yep, you've got to buy, when you see something, you've got to make a decision, because they have a lot of people come to the store and buy things, and the good thing is though, they have stock that arrives all the time. So yes, you need to go in there on a regular basis, and as I said, the discounts there are incredible. Anyway, I am really looking forward to sharing 2017 with you. This journey on YouTube and connecting with you has been amazing, and I'm so incredibly grateful for your support, your kind words, your feedback, and the support and kindness that you've shared back with me through your emails, through your messages on my Instagram account. I just am blown away by the amazing people that are part of the Sugar Mama journey and the Sugar Mama adventure. So I hope 2016 has been an amazing year for you. Don't forget to review those goals, reward yourself if you achieve them, and set some new ones for 2017. I will continue on posting videos throughout the Christmas New Year break, so make sure you subscribe and make sure you share any of my videos with other people, family and friends that you think are going to benefit from it. Now, I am off to the shops with my new handbag. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm really excited, and I'm going to enjoy a day to myself, indulging in a power of a pedicure and a manicure. Ciao for now. Bye.